He was like, but they didn't have tulips, so I got you the roses. And also, I actually was talking to my mom trying to figure out what I needed to get for you. And she was trying to throw out some suggestions on what we can do tonight, like go grab dinner or something. But I was thinking we could do painting with a twist. I was like, yeah, I never did that before. He's like, I've done it a couple of times, but since you've never done it before, we should definitely do painting with a twist tonight. And it's like, I already got the tickets for it. I was like, what about the kids? He's like, look, we're gonna go grab dinner for the kids, and then we'll get a sitter, go do a painting with a twist for the night. That sounds okay. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good actually. So yeah, after my lunch break, I was so excited. I went back in there and I was just cheesing. And one of the girls was like, oh, you happy now? I was like, yeah, my man friend put something in my car. You know, like, I got some flowers and a teddy bear in the car and some chocolate. They was like, oh, that's so sweet. I'm like, yeah, it was. Because in my mind, like I said, I am not used to anybody doing anything sweet for me at all. Like, at all. Like, I had sweet stuff done when I was with Jackson's dad. He was romantic. He was. Carter's dad wasn't. Not at all. Darian, Kion's dad, definitely wasn't. So yeah, I was on a little high from there. I'm not even gonna lie. It's really the small things when it comes to me. So after work, we went, got CC's with the kids, had dinner with the kids, got CC's, because we like, ain't nobody gonna be at CC's trying to get no pizza on Valentine's Day. So perfect. Kids love pizza. It's Valentine's Day. I love y'all. Y'all love pizza. Let's eat this pizza while I'm looking at y'all admiring my creation on Love Day. So we did that. And then after, dropped the kids off, me and Marlon went and did painting with a twist. It was actually really fun. Really fun. First time, I was just like, and then we figured out our creative styles. So as we were painting and drinking, once the painting was done, it was like one of those side-by-side paintings that you can put together to be one painting. And you can see on my side is I paid attention to all the small little details. On Marlon's side, it was just, he just made sure what needed to be on the painting was on the painting. He was not paying attention to the details. He was more of the bigger picture type person. So that painting like described pretty much our relationship. You got me that pays attention to all the small little details. Like, if the picture is there, I know what the picture is, but I'm making sure I get the fine little details to make the picture pop. Marlon, oh no, I see the picture. This is the picture. I ain't worried about the details. It's all about the bigger picture. That's how our painting represented. But I was just like, oh, it's all painting. It's like us. So we ended up getting to the house. And when I went to the house, tell me why Marlon hadn't put his sofa in my living room. Yes, he put his sofa from his apartment in my living room. So mind you, I have not had a sofa in my living room since I moved into that apartment because I haven't had a job. And now that I have a job, it's really me trying to catch up on these bills. I ain't really worrying about furnishing the living room right now because I want to make sure like I'm able to put some money aside for the kids, make sure everything's good. So I used to always joke with Marlon saying like, hey, if you love me, you'll give me your sofa, you know, you give me your sofa. And I always kept saying like, you always over here anyway, you don't need your sofa in your apartment, just bring me your sofa, let me have your sofa, it's comfortable, let me have your sofa. And he would always say no. Like, no, it's my sofa, which is okay, it's his sofa, we know that. But we walked in, he had to put his sofa there. And I was just like, what? He's like, yeah, you always saying how you want the sofa. And it just sit over there in my apartment. And I want you to have it. And like, just have it for you and the boys and for your space. I want to give this to you. You got the sofa. You finally got the sofa. And I turn around, I'm like, I finally got the sofa. He's like, you finally got the sofa. So at the time, to me, at that point, it felt like the sofa was a turning point in our friendship, relationship, situationship, man friend, woman friend type thing. That sofa represented that shift. Cause I'm just like, I have been saying for the longest, I want a sofa. I need a sofa. He gave me his sofa. So now he's gonna go to his apartment and he's not gonna have a sofa when you walk in. It's like, he gave that to me. But it's like, he gave it to me so that I can have it, so I can finally feel like my home is complete. Because I used to always say, like, yo, all I'm missing is my sofa, and I, like, have my house fully furnished. I'm just missing the sofa. He gave me the sofa. So I'm just like, he loves me. He loves me. He gave me the sofa. We haven't been having any issues with other women. Like, granted, I have not been going through his phone after the whole Hazel thing. It ain't no point in me going through his phone. I'm just like, whatever. But everything seemed to be like turning around. Like I'm happy. Like I felt like I was genuinely like happy, like really, really happy. So later on that night, I checked my account to make sure to see like when my taxes was gonna hit. My check, the IRS website hadn't been updated yet. 2 days later, I got the update of when my taxes was gonna hit, and I got excited. When I say I got excited, I got excited. I let Marlon know when it was gonna hit, so he was like, all right, cool. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this money for my disability since I don't have to pay your rent, and I'm gonna use this $1,200 to buy the ice. And then when you get your income tax, you can just pay me that back because you said you was gonna give me the money for it anyway. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. He said that way we can get the ball rolling and see how long it's gonna take to get here, this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. So he went on, ordered the Italian ice for the cart. Literally, it took 2 days for the ice to get here. It didn't take long at all. So when the ice got here, remember Jackson is doing basketball. Like he's playing basketball for the YMCA, and Marlon had been going to his game. So while we was waiting for the ice to get here, Marlon had been networking with some of the people on the PTA, some of the people on the head of the sports, like some of the sports moms and all this, trying to figure out like where he could sell this ice. He even started going to Jackson's PTA meetings at the school to network to see where he can sell this ice. He actually got he got one of the teachers from Jackson School was letting him know about the basketball games at Jackson School that he can bring the cart to, and also the track meets and things. So, that he can bring the cart to and like sell his ice. All they wanted was a small percentage. They didn't give him a number on what they want. They just said a small percentage to go towards the PTA. Martin was like, all right, cool. So when the ice got there in a couple of days after he ordered it, his first little gig was a basketball game at Jackson School, one of the Jackson basketball game. And everybody looked at, because Jackson's dad wasn't like present at that school, everybody looked at Marlon like he was Jackson's dad. It's like, if they asked me, was he Jackson's dad, I would say no. But because he was always at the PTA meetings, he was always introducing like Jackson as his boy, like, yeah, that's my boy over there, that's my boy, they just automatically assume like either he was the dad or the stepdad, and they just rolled with it. So anytime they seen Marlon, they was like, oh, Jackson, your dad. Jackson even got picked on one time because one of the kids was just like, oh, that was your bald-headed daddy. And Jackson like, that ain't my dad. he actually got picked on because the kids were talking about Marlon being bald-headed, whatever. But he had to let them know that, like, look, that ain't even my real daddy for real. Like, they just call him my daddy. I don't know why, but whatever. So, yeah. So things are starting to roll with the cart. So I'm working. Things are rolling with the cart. Things are picking up. Like, life seems to be going well.